Justin Rose joins us now at the 105th PGA Championship. Justin, an even par 70 today for you. How'd it go out there?
I mean, I think that went pretty well. Golf course was tough today. Obviously, the wind really kicked up, and I thought the setup was remarkably difficult as well, considering that the strength of the wind. There were 3 or 4 birdie opportunities out there. I felt like there were key holes where you had to hit the fairway and give yourself a chance to some of the front pin locations. But failing that, it was kind of hanging on. I mean, the greens definitely got crusty. They got a little bit quicker. This bit of cloud cover now might have saved the guys a bit this afternoon because they were getting very, very crusty out there. But anyway, very happy to kind of finish under par. I haven't felt like I've kind of struggled to get the ball in play off the tee, which is obviously critical around here. So it's been a pretty good effort.
That's great. We'll take some questions. Mike 4.
Justin, how did you get it around? You mentioned hitting fairways, but I think you only hit 2 fairways today. So how did you manage to get it around without hitting the fairway?
Smoke and mirrors, I guess. Yeah. A few fair lies in the rough, to be honest. Yeah. Advancing the ball up and around the green, and good short game. Stayed with it. When I did catch a bad lie in the rough, kind of took my medicine, pitched out, tried to avoid the big number. I felt like making a bogey or 2 around here is no big deal. The fact I made 10 birdies, I think, is remarkable considering how I've put the ball in play off the tee. But iron plays actually felt pretty good, and obviously I've made some really nice mid-range putts. So, there's definitely been some highlights in the game the last couple of days. So, lots to look forward to and to have, kind of going into the weekend. But kind of nice to know that I can maybe try and tighten a few things up as well.
Mike 2.
Yeah, Justin, you're a US Open winner. You won in tough conditions in February when the weather was up there as well. So there's more rain forecast this weekend, but you're not daunted by those conditions. You sort of relish them a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, I think historically I've won typically on harder golf courses than not. So I think it fits my profile from that point of view. And this is right up there. This is kind of, it feels a little bit of a hybrid kind of PGA US Open, this week. So, looking forward to the test, I think.
Mike 1.
Justin, it looks like the general opinion is that yesterday was the easiest day, and it's going to get harder and harder as the days go. So what's going to happen here? What's the prediction?
I actually thought 4 under par would be the winning score before the tournament started. I felt like there was going to be a couple of days that were pretty windy, and it's very hard to hit the ball in the fairway right now. The fairways are so firm that's what's kind of making them so hard to hit. Holes like 17 and number 4. I don't even really know how you hit the ball in the fairway. So, the setup from that point of view is difficult with the wind direction, but obviously the wind turns a different direction. Those holes play completely differently, but the way it has been playing, there's a couple tee shots that are very, very tough to get in play. But, I think, you have to play, obviously, take your chances. There are chances. If you do drive the ball in play, there's a few front pins. Like those are the moments in your round you've got to pick up 3, 4 birdies and then kind of ride some of the tougher holes and tough breaks that you're going to get out there.
Mike 11.
Yeah, Justin, by your standards, it had been a little while since you won at Pebble Beach. How much does the fact that you won fairly recently, on the tour, give you hope that you can sort of keep your name near the top of the leaderboard and continue to play 4 really good rounds at this place?
Just proving that you can win again, obviously, and I felt like that was the biggest thing for me. Is not necessarily just winning, but how I won. I felt very, very comfortable once I kind of got into that winning position, and it was kind of clear that it was going to be right now or never, so I kind of really settled into it well. So I felt like that was kind of the biggest learning at Pebble. Those conditions versus these conditions, I think, are completely different. This is a whole nother test. So, I've done it before, and, just the fact of knowing I can do it again is important.
Just as a quick follow-up, is this a kind of golf course where you can get comfortable, or is this a kind of test where pretty much it's every single shot is testing you? Because it seems like it's much more US Open style of golf.
Yeah, I feel like we've had 2 different wind directions, or certainly, in our rounds. So it's been, every shot's been critical. I feel like if you do start to learn a course and the wind keeps blowing from the same direction for a couple of days, you do start to get a little bit more comfortable, but I feel like I haven't quite settled into that. I think there's going to be a bit of rain, like you were saying, tomorrow, so I think that's going to throw off the comfort level again. So this is just going to be, 4 days of kind of, getting the most out of each day.
Thanks for your time, Justin.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.